Hi everyone, welcome to this short presentation about GCSE Religious Studies. In this presentation I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the course, the topics we study and focusing on some of the career paths that you could take once you have your GCSE in RE. Now RE is a core subject at St George's, so that means that everybody has to take the GCSE in RE. Now you've been quite lucky and we've already been learning some of the GCSE content in Year 9. So everything that we've done so far in Year 9 is actually directly related to our GCSE. So you're in a really good position in that we are already studying some of the course content that you need for your GCSE. Now GCSE RE is not just about learning about religions. We look at lots of ethical issues as well, and within those ethical issues we will focus on kind of current and relevant issues that are around in the world today. We use a lot of techniques when doing our GCSE. We focus on exam skills, we focus on longer writing tasks, but we also focus on having lots of discussions in class, watching videos, having debates about different topics, and lots of group work. So RE is not just a subject that has a lot of writing in it, it gives you the opportunity to fully explore some of the topics that we do and really have a say and give your own opinion on what you think about some of the current issues in the world today. Now it's important to note that as we are a church school, RE is obviously very important, so therefore everybody has to take the full GCSE in RE. We don't offer the short course, we offer the full course, so everybody will get a GCSE in RE at the end of Year 11. Now there are two parts to our course. The first part is the study of one religion in relation to ethical issues surrounding marriage and family and matters of life and death, and for this we focus on Christianity as our religion. We then have a second area of study where we have to look at religion, peace and conflict, where we look in a bit more detail at crime and punishment and peace and conflict units, and for that we focus on the study of Islam. Now for our GCSE there are two exam papers, one on Christianity and one on Islam. We spend the majority of Year 9 and the start of Year 10 on the Christianity paper, and then the remainder of Year 10 and the start of Year 11 on the Islam paper. Here you can see a breakdown of the topics that we study. So you can see that for both the Christianity and Islam paper, you have to study the beliefs and the living the religious life section. Now for Christianity, you have already done the beliefs and we are currently about to finish the religious life section. For Christianity, we also focus on two ethical issues. We look at marriage and the family, and we look at matters of life and death. Within marriage and family, we will be looking at the issues surrounding divorce and marriage. We will look at what the church teach about marriage. We will look at what the church teach about divorce. We will look at issues surrounding the family unit. We will look at gender equality. We will look at the equality of men and women, both in the family and in society. And we will have a little discussion about those gender roles and how they fit in with today's society. For matters of life and death, we look at issues surrounding the environment and stewardship. We look at issues surrounding the Big Bang and evolution and how the world was created, and we criticise the religious concepts of creation. We also study issues surrounding death. We look at ethical issues such as abortion, euthanasia, and we look at the afterlife. So we have a real in-depth study about what Christians and non-religious people believe about the afterlife. For the second paper, the Islam paper, we have to look at the beliefs and the living the religious life section as well. For Islam beliefs or Islamic beliefs, we are looking at the core fundamental beliefs that make up the religion of Islam, and for living the religious life, we will be focusing on the 5 pillars of Islam and looking at those in more detail. We also look at two more ethical issues here. We focus on crime and punishment, which looks at the aims of punishment. We look at why criminals may cause crime. We look at reasons why we should forgive criminals, we look at how criminals should be treated, and we do an in-depth study on the death penalty and whether or not the death penalty should be allowed. We then also look at peace and conflict. So this is issues surrounding war and peace. So why we should act peacefully in a war type situation. Should we go to war? Is war ever just? Is war fair? We look at weapons of mass destruction, and we look at issues surrounding terrorism and why some of the world events throughout the past 20 years have happened. Now, both our papers are 100% exam, so there is no coursework or controlled assessment in RE. Both papers are 1 hour and 45 minutes long, and both papers make up half of the GCSE. So the Christianity paper is 50% of the GCSE, and the Islam paper is the other 50% of the GCSE. What is really lucky about our GCSE is that we actually finish the content quite early on in Year 11. So we spend the majority of Year 11 revising all of the content ready for that exam in the summer. So we go into that exam fully prepared, having done lots of practice, lots of revision, lots of exam skills and exam question practice, going into that to be the best we can. So we're in a really lucky position that we finish the course quite early because we only have 2 papers. Here's a bit more of a breakdown for you then. So here are the topics for the Christianity paper. You will see that the assessment here is one exam that is divided into 4 sections, 1 section for each unit. So 1 section on the belief in God section, 1 on the marriage and family, 1 on living the Christian life, and 1 on matters of life and death. Now our exam is made up of short and extended writing questions. Believe it or not, you've actually done some of these before. So all of the questions that we ask you in your assessments are real exam questions that we have reworded to fit the content that you are doing. So the assessment that you have done in term 4, the one that covers the sacraments and pilgrimage and the Christian festivals, they are examples of real exam questions. So you've actually already done some of these. So hopefully it shouldn't come as a huge shock to you when we start doing them properly in Year 10. You are spagged as well for your assessment, and that's something that we have been doing throughout your time in Year 7, 8 and 9 as well. Bit of a recap then about the Islam paper. You've got belief in God, crime and punishment, living the Muslim life, and peace and conflict. And again, this paper is identical to the Christianity paper. The difference is it's a different religion and there will be different questions. But the layout and the questions will be exactly the same. Now, lots of people always ask me, what career can I get with RE? A lot of people tell me that they don't want to be a vicar or they don't want to go into the church, so why do RE? Well, it's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as just wanting to be a vicar and doing RE. RE links to all the other humanities subjects. So if you are thinking of doing geography or history or both, then RE links really well with both of those. And believe it or not, some of the content that you do for history and geography at GCSE actually overlaps with the content that we do for RE, and we cover the same content. RE can also help you if you are thinking about a career in politics or law. A lot of the politicians that we have in government today have RE or philosophy or theology as part of their degree. So it really helps with a career in politics, and it can help you with law because we look at a lot of ethical issues, which will obviously be useful if you are going into a career thinking about the law. It also can help with careers in business, and it can be a stepping stone to studying philosophy or theology at university. We look at ethical issues such as crime and punishment, and although we look at these from a religious perspective, we also look at these from a non-religious perspective as well. So things like crime and punishment could actually lead to a career in the police. And another ethical issue we look at is matters of life and death, where we focus on issues surrounding life and, unfortunately, death. And this could lead to a career in nursing or any other type of pastoral care. Hopefully this has given you all the information you need about the GCSE and RE. As I said at the start, You don't have to pick us as an option. We automatically appear on your timetable. However, if you do have any questions, please feel free to drop me an email. My email address will be on the school website, and it will also be on the information sheet that you will be sent. Please let me know if you've got any questions, and I will of course help you where I can. And I look forward to seeing you all next year, ready to start your GCSE in RE.